Prior to advocacy centers, all of the different agencies, CPS, the police department, the prosecutor, and all these different entities did separate interviews with these small children. And the re-victimization was just enormous. The trauma that exists already is so significant. The last thing you want to do is continue to re-traumatize that child.
I remember a case where a little girl had to testify against her stepfather after being sexually abused for a number of years. And she sat back in my office and talked and laughed and colored pictures and was just as happy as could be, a little nervous about having to go to court and testify. But when she went into the courtroom and with the very first question asked, "State your name for the record," she put her head in her hands and just began to sob. She could not testify. There were no forensic interviews at that time. There wasn't this collaborative process between law enforcement, the district attorney's office, our county attorney's office, forensic interviewing.
I have talked to other prosecutors where they didn't have the benefit of the Child Advocacy Center model. And what you find is that the prosecutions were lower because the testimony that was elicited was not as good.
The Children's Advocacy Center model was born out of a recognition that we were failing in many, many ways the way we used to do this work. We were failing these kids and we were failing these cases, quite frankly. We were unable to get cases through our civil and criminal justice systems because we simply didn't have the facts needed to maneuver through those very difficult cases.